Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today, the Premier and I are joined by the Permanent Secretary for Health, Foster Rogers. We welcome this opportunity to speak to you together. This morning, the 27th of May, Executive Council met virtually and received an update from the health team. As of 12 o'clock today, there are no active cases to the cluster of Covid-19 cases first identified on the 21st of April. This is excellent news. Swift action helped ensure the cluster of cases did not escalate, and we thank you all for playing your part in following the health measures put in place.
We are yet to complete 2 full incubation cycles since the last positive cases were recorded. So until the 7th of June, we'll need to retain certain containment measures. Physical distancing requirements will remain in place, as will required mask wearing for public indoor spaces and places where physical distancing is not possible. Restrictions to the movement of boats on our waters will remain in place, including for Anguilla Day. Fishing must only take place from the north side of the island between the hours of 5 a.m. and 7 p.m. There will be no night fishing from boats, but night fishing from the sea rocks, spear fishing, and diving from the shore will be permissible. However, from tomorrow, there will be a de-escalation of all other measures: removal of the shelter-in-place order, removal of the restrictions on the types of businesses permitted to operate, restricted hours of operation other than for boats on our waters, movement of persons. As of the 1st of June, the full reopening of all schools will occur.
Whilst this is a moment to congratulate and thank all the hard efforts of the health team to contain the situation, it is not a moment to celebrate or a time to be complacent. The cluster of cases on island showed to us all how very real the threat is of the Covid-19 virus to us here in Anguilla. From the cluster, 78 people contracted the coronavirus and 3 people needed to be hospitalised. None of them were fully vaccinated. One of the 3 who were hospitalised developed into a serious case, required intensive specialist care, and in reality was near fatal. We are talking to you today from the very room where those 3 people were treated. Anguilla has had a very lucky escape. You only need to look at how quickly Covid-19 infections are increasing in some countries, both regionally and internationally, to see how the situation can escalate and become quite grave, where families are losing loved ones, unable even to say goodbye to their loved ones in hospital for fear of contracting the virus themselves. We are fortunate that to date, no one on these shores have had to face that trauma, and we want to avoid as far as possible any Anguillian being put in that position. But the answer cannot be to keep our borders closed and to restrict movement.
Anguillians have always looked out for each other. Many of us have been raised by grandparents, aunts, uncles, and other members of the community. It is a sign of a healthy community when societies protect and safeguard vulnerable groups. This is why we must now protect school-aged children and other minors who currently cannot be vaccinated by ensuring that all adults who are eligible to receive the vaccine do so. This is the ultimate statement of child safeguarding and a show of commitment to our long-term development goals. The government of Anguilla has made some tough decisions to keep the island safe. It is now the responsibility of our residents to do their part in ensuring that the community remains safe. In this regard, I make a special appeal to young persons over the age of 18 who are eligible to be vaccinated. Please do so at your earliest convenience at the Ronald Webster Park. If you have concerns and queries, ensure that you get information from reputable and official sources. It is also your duty to move Anguilla forward as future leaders of this great island. Please feel free to contact the Ministry of Health or the COVID-19 hotlines if you need more information in making your decision to be vaccinated.
I have previously spoken about the need for us to do our patriotic duty. I know firsthand the trauma that this virus has caused with loss of loved ones and close family members. We do not want to go through that here in Anguilla, and that's why we appeal to you to get vaccinated, because we feel that vaccination is the only way that we can make ourselves safe, our neighbors, our friends and family safe, keep this community safe and protected. Please get vaccinated. We urge you to consider seriously the impact of your choices and the vulnerability this brings to yourself, your loved ones, and your fellow Anguillians against this devastating virus. It is the only option that we have for mitigating the risk of the COVID-19 virus without the need for continued restrictive public health measures, border closures, and with them continued hardship both personally and economically. So I urge you, I beg you, please get vaccinated. As the Permanent Secretary said, James Ronald Webster Park, Monday to Friday, go and get vaccinated. First doses still available. I thank you. May God bless you, and may God continue blessing.